It's time for researcher to come. Today's researcher is Dr. Makito YURITA, Associate Professor of Faculty of Education at Shimane University. And he is now studying political philosophy. So nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you today.
So let's start the interview. Your research keyword is peaceful coexistence of different others. So could you tell me about that?
Yeah, I'm looking into the way to attain a peaceful coexistence of different others. And basically what it means is when we are seeking constructing a global community or even a peaceful community, there are people who are having a lot of different people, diverse others. And we often say that it is the key to understand each other is to be tolerant of each other.
Yes.
However, there are intolerable differences between the groups. If we can understand each other completely, then we have no problem.
Yeah.
But we do not necessarily understand each other completely. For those differences, we need some sort of political approach to make us able to understand there are differences that we cannot understand. However, by understanding that there are such differences, we can now start to seek how we can coexist with those differences of which we cannot understand. So my research focusing on those aspects by using the history or also in the many other daily issues where the differences create a conflict. So it's ultimately it's about conflict resolution.
And actually we met in one symposium. The theme of the symposium was, why do we go to the space? And almost all of the participants agreed with the idea of going to space and living in space. But you had a different, contrary opinion. So could you tell me about that?
Yes, I'm most happy to. In a symposium, pretty much all the participants was entertaining the idea of going to space and living in space or the space tourism. I definitely do not agree with that idea, the fostering such idea into the large public.
Yeah.
Because when it is easy to imagine the beach resort in a third world country, for example.
Yeah.
Used to be those places were the space for the exploration, and however that now it's become that site for tourism.
Yes.
And so those the hotels and those facilities built for the people to visit, and it's completely disconnected from the lives going on in those countries. So we are just using those beaches as an object for consumption. I'm afraid that if we continue to entertain the idea that we can go to space and everybody can go to space, and that will make a space into the object of consumption as well. We are going to build hotels, we are going to build some sort of comfortable transportation for us to go to space. And that is not going to channel any more exploration effort into the space. And that's what I fear. It is a good idea to get the public money, make a public money invest on the space exploration. But more and more we materialize those opportunities into reality. Less and less money or less and less interest we get for the space exploration because everybody can go to space. And the second, which is I think the most significant, the more important reason that why people should not entertain the idea of going to space is that it would take away any future opportunity for the global human happiness. I'm not a specialist in aerospace exploration or any scientific aspect of it because I'm a philosopher. But this is a photograph that taken from the moon that everybody pretty much knows that the JAXA took it from the moon. And you can see this Earth here. And this is another photograph. This is the first picture of the Earth and the moon in a single frame, taken in 1977. And you can see that the Earth and the moon right here. And this is another one that you can see the Earth and the moon from Odyssey. This is the Earth and this is the moon. And another picture this is seen by Voyager at a distance of 4 billion miles. And you can see the Earth right here in a little blue dot. Carl Sagan called it as a pale blue dot. As you can see in these pictures, that we can understand that there is not much there outside of the Earth, and current space exploration and the space research and the space make us understand that it is really difficult for us to consider about living outside of space. First of all, we had to bring our human condition, our living condition, into the space. We had to reconstruct it. It will take a significant amount of money, and it is next to impossible for us to even think about living in a space. This is the first opportunity that the human had to think about we cannot live anywhere but our place right now. Throughout history, the human has always been moving out, exiting from the one place to another whenever one place becomes difficult to live. And the immigration was the same, migration is the same way, and even locally, we move from one place to another when something goes bad. And when we are talking about space migration, we often talk about when the Earth becomes very difficult to live, when our Earth becomes overpopulated, let's move to space. And that idea is nothing different from the time that the humans were doing the great migration, conquest and conquer. And but when we see the space, that it seems there's no place to live. And this gives a great opportunity for humans to think about, okay, so what we can do in this planet? We have only this place to live. What sort of way we can do to resolve the current issues that we are facing? What sort of things that we have to think about in order to continue to live in this place with happiness? And we are now having this great opportunity to change our way of thinking completely. And this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And if we miss this opportunity, next time we will have an opportunity to think about is when the human being goes out of solar system, I think.
Thank you, Makito. Before finishing this interview, I'm gonna have 7 small questions. So, are you ready?
I guess so.
Okay. So, Makito, what is your favorite word?
Never thought about it. Let's just say peace or love or something.
Mm-hmm. What is your least favorite word?
Work.
Oh, me too. What turns you on?
The entertaining, what turns me on is, of course, one is my wife, of course. I have to say that, otherwise my wife can kill me. The second thing is to think about the future possibilities. It's really fun to me.
Okay. What turns you off?
What turns me off is the bureaucracy and the people saying that it's impossible.
Okay. What profession would you like to attempt?
What profession I'd like to attempt?
Yes.
Other than what I'm doing right now?
Yeah.
Maybe politics. I'd be happy to do the politics. I entertain about it.
Politician?
Yeah, politician. That would be
Okay.
wonderful.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
Same, politician. It's
Oh.
kind of weird,
Okay, so finally, how do you want to be memorized after you die?
I'd like to be memorized. I'd like to be memorized. I don't really care how. I really want to be not. I don't want to be forgotten. So just be remembered. That's enough for me. I mean, that's gonna make me very happy.
Okay. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much.